Yo fuera el tallo de una flor, cada pétalo sería un lo siento que mintió. Si cada lágrima mojara yo un perdón nadaría. La ilusión como el buen Señor pidió. Ave María, reina de mi fantasía, ¿cómo hago para que todo se aleje ya de Satán? Tú en mí confías, me diste la melodía que le servirá de guía hasta que llegue el juicio final. Juro luchar por mi sangre, llegar a ser alguien, devolver la fe. Cuento con miles de frases, poemas y encantos que yo recité. Tal vez fui cruel con mi mente sanadora y tan dulce con aquel que nada bueno valora. Pasé 1000 horas atrapado en esta espora donde el odio fue virtud que al malvado condecora. Por eso dime cómo no voy a reír, ese vivir fue el motivo por el que suelo escribir. Un cálido elixir que te puede convertir en un rudo trotamundos que sí sabe dónde ir. Con tu amor como equipaje, con dolor en cada frase, con el don de Don Javier y Diadela porto clase. Con mi ron como brebaje, consecuencias que relajen, con mi corazón divino y pabelinos tu homenaje. Así que cargo con el don de poner voz a relatos que callaron por culpa de no ser ya. Pero aquí sigo con la mente y la ilusión de poner todo en su sitio como el buen Señor pidió. Ave María, reina de mi fantasía, ¿cómo hago para que todo se aleje ya de Satán? Tú en mí confías, me diste la melodía que le servirá de guía hasta que llegue el juicio final. Juro luchar por mi sangre, llegar a ser alguien, devolver la fe. Cuento con miles de frases, poemas y encantos que yo recité.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me test it out real quick. Perfect. Okay, you guys can hear me. All praises. Hey, listen, I'm gonna do this class right now because tomorrow morning I got stuff to do, so I won't be doing one in the morning. All right, and probably not all day tomorrow. So I figured I'll throw in today. 2, 1 late in case y'all get a chance to stay home and rest a little bit after a long day of work because I know how hard it is, man. Anyhow, excuse me, I'm drinking some late coffee. Listen, the reason I named it "Will the Real Jews Please Stand Up" is because there's a lot of stuff going on, right? And I wanted to make sure that we understand this. There is always going to be an issue when you emphasize one part of the scriptures and ignore the other. Okay, we read this yesterday regarding what is a cult. So I always want to stay as balanced as possible with the consideration that our heritage is at stake because there's people that have a sincere agenda in keeping us and manifesting Psalms 83, right? The crafty counsel against our people. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Abraham, but I'm gonna bring up a video that a brethren, I'm gonna call him that right now, on Facebook showed, and I was kind of intrigued by it. I don't agree with what they say because they don't believe in the New Testament, so they do make some statements that I'm like, yeah, you're right. We are technically Christians. So I'll play it, but he makes a good statement and importance in regards to Abraham, and then we'll dissect it. But we're not going to go too long into it. I'll go quick on this, just to touch the important parts, and then also refresh our minds in regards to the actual connection between us and Abraham, that area there, the similarity in names, the customs, our people, and then like the food and our costumbres. I'll try to make it quick. All right, so check it out real quick, fam. Let me at least do this, and I always told y'all that I'm gonna do this from now on. okay, for the sake of the shofar, because obviously what the scriptures say, and I don't have the scripture in front of me, but whenever there's a like if you blow a shofar, you're giving attention to the angels to come about and watch over our spirits. All right, so check it. Copyright disclaimer. This content does not belong to Bible Chronicles or claim this intellectual property. The content provided today has and always will belong to the content owner. Bible Chronicles does not have any affiliation with the owner of this property. As mentioned, Bible Chronicles did not intend to make use of any material for the purpose of harvesting gain. However, Title 17 of United States copyright law states material in use can only be done when it's for theological or general educational purposes, and thus Bible Chronicles believes that this principal material falls under fair use, which honors protection under Section 107 of the same U.S. copyright law. I appreciate you, Estudiante. That is basically the proper scripture. The Lord abhorred dishonest scale, but an accurate weight is his delight. So you got to have balances, fam. You got to have a balance in life. That's basically what's requiring of us anyways. The scriptures talk about that. Look, we're seeing a lot of I'm going to say it like this, miscellaneous doctrines, right? Teaching one thing, teaching another thing, saying it's about this, saying it's about that, and then none of them really are even assisting us in the issues that every single one of us deals with on a daily basis. Let's be real, fam. We got families, we got children, we got families that are sick, we got children that are sick, we got wives, husbands that are sick. We've had families we lost to COVID. Those are realities. We see our gente dying every day. We see the border. We see immigration. We see all of this. We see people on from what we read dying, and nobody really gives a damn. We see all of this pain, and we live it every single day. And the last thing we need is for bitterness to enter our spirit. And if you don't know who you are according to the Bible, and people can use that to manipulate you, then guess what? They're always going to manipulate your spirit and keep you in a dormant state of mind. Which is why I always say, know who your fathers are. That is how you're going to find the truth. Okay? Let me go to Psalms chapter 40 verse 11. Let me start off with that first, okay? Cuz it says, "Withhold not thou thy tender mercies from me, O Lord. Let thy loving kindness and thy truth continually preserve me." So what is going to preserve us in this truth? Being in the Bible. Family, I'm not going to say it, I'm going to keep telling y'all, but I mean, I can't say it enough. The only way you get salvation is through the scriptures. The only way that you save yourself from the fiery darts is through the Bible. Now, if some of y'all don't know how to go about it, I've given you, and this gentleman's going to say it too. I've given you the basics. You have the first 5 books: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Okay. Don't read Genesis. Read chapter 1 or 2, maybe 3, but read chapter 1 or 2 for sure in Genesis. Then skip the rest and go to Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. I would read those 4 chapters probably 3 times, like in its pattern. Exodus through Deuteronomy 1 time, Exodus to Deuteronomy 2 times, Exodus to Deuteronomy 3 times, because you're gonna pick up new things as you keep reading. That is the beginning of your heritage. You guys are forgetting that. And that is going to preserve you. That's going to get you rooted. So then you can then understand the sayings in the New Testament. John 17:17 says this, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is the truth. So how do we stay safe? How do we change our mindset? How do we renew our spirit? How do we discipline our heart, quote unquote, consciousness? Through the scriptures and knowing who you are according to the Bible. Look, Luke 8, I'm kind of moving on the spirit here right now, family, so bear with me here real quick. Luke 8, watch this real quick. Luke 8:16, watch what it says. It says, no man, when he had lit a candle, cover it with a vessel or put it under a bed. Oh, fam, y'all are light, man. You guys cannot hide yourselves with the scriptures. You are a living manifestation of the Bible. If we're a representation of the Messiah and the Messiah is the word, then what do you think you are? Hello? You are a representation of the word. You are a walking manifestation, and we must abide by it. A lighted a candle, cover it with, listen, no man, when he had lit the candle, cover it with a vessel or put it under a bed, but set it on a candlestick, that they which enter in may see the light. That's an example for your family as well. For nothing is secret. Remember the hidden ones? Nothing is secret, fam. That shall not be made manifest. Y'all are going to be made manifest. Y'all are being made manifest through the renewing of the mind. Now, not till the kingdom come. Not wait till, well, I'm just going to keep the laws and wait till the Messiah. And then what about now? How are you going to renew your mind? For nothing is secret. That shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. So, fam, you don't run away from the scriptures, and the secret is you. You are the secret. You are supposed to manifest this word. You are supposed to be a walking Bible. Look, Amos 3:7. I'm telling you, fam, you got to really, really feel this in your bloodline, man. Amos 3:7, surely the Lord God will do nothing, but revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Y'all are the prophets. You, every single one of you listening, estudiantes, Salome, every single one of you, man, y'all are the prophets. Y'all are listening to the scriptures. What is a prophet? Somebody that can read the Bible and share it with a brother and say, look, this is what's happening. This is what happened. And this is what we're noticing that is going to happen. The Bible is past, present, future. Y'all are the secret. And it's you who will be the secrets revealed to. Y'all need to be really, really mindful of the power behind this Bible. And literally the importance of who you are, man. Y'all don't realize how important we are. We've been told that we're not important for so long. We really, unfortunately, bleed that because we're reminded when we go to work, when we're labeled, when we're driving, when the cop sees us, when we hear the words, like Mexican or Puerto Rican or I don't know, Bolivian, because all of those words or titles have a connotation. Now they're proverbs and bywords, sincerely. That's how it goes. Remember this, fam. Revelations 3:9, and then I'm going to get into the actual video. I'm going to remind y'all something, man. Revelations 3:9 says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, to know that I have loved thee. I could care less if they worship my feet, to be honest with you, fam. I just want salvation for our gente, that's all. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which is now, which shall come upon all the earth to try them that dwell upon the earth. We've had white Jesus for way too long to be considering that the hour of temptation, fam. You know that. Y'all ain't dumb. Y'all are not dumb. Couple more right now being moved real quick. Couple more. Let me go through this one real quick. Matthew 24:5. Watch what it says. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Are we not running into that now? Are we not running into that now? Some of our gente feels like, yo, I'm black, Ak. I was once black, Ak. Verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Hey, Ak, you Issachar, Ak. I'm Judah, Ak. Now there's some other guy, right? Oh man, I swear they're just trying to grab onto it now. Now, and I'm gonna have this in another class. Now there's some so-called Israeli Yemenite Igbo convert that is light skinned, looks like like Israeli, right? Now he's going around saying that they are the Jews, right? The southern kingdom, and that the northern kingdom are the blacks in America. Oh God, you cannot make this stuff up. Here, I got something for y'all, okay? Where are you? Where are you? Hold on a second. I actually recorded this one, right? So this may be funny. And hold on, give me. I'm gonna sneeze real quick. Oh, cough, not sneeze, a cough. Sorry, that wasn't a sneeze. That was a cough. Anyhow, yeah, check it out, fam. This is to them. All right, this is to them.
Estimado Dalai Lame, haga usted el favor de irse mucho a la chingada. No, no.
Nah, I'm kidding, fam. Yeah, I need to keep my mouth shut on that one. I just thought it was funny. Anyway, 2 Peter 2. Watch this real quick. This one, 2 Peter 2, 1 and 3. Let's read this. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there also shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring the damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring them upon themselves swift destruction. Remember, fam, if we talk about regeneration, then we understand that some of these brethren knew who the Messiah was, and now they're prophesying about a black one, and you know damn well that that's not it. Even denying the Lord that brought them. Verse 2, for many shall follow their promiscuous ways. Didn't I say that yesterday, man, for self-interest? By reason of whom the way of the truth shall be evil spoken of. And through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you. Are they not doing that? Are they not making merchandise of everybody? Shirts, music, fringes, garments, arm bracers, headgears, headbands, leather stuff, da-da-da-da. Shirt with logos, dresses for women, head coverings for women, necklaces and chains about Judah and lions and all that. And through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. Don't forget, fam, the Most High is patient with time. With time. 2 Peter 3:17, it says, ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware lest ye also, being led away with the error of the wickedness, fall from your own steadfastness, but grow in grace and in the knowledge of the Lord, or of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. To him be glory, but both now and forever. Amen. All right, fam. So let me put the video, and then we're going to understand what this guy is saying. I don't know what nation he is. I'm assuming he's Israeli, but I don't know. And again, this is his statement. I don't agree with who this guy is, but I do. He did mention something important right around here, but I want to play it because of what he's saying about them. All right, let's listen in, fam. Fam, I want to remind you guys that the fumigation. See, this is how stupid people are. You see, I know my history, and they used the same fumigation tactics on our gente first in order to manifest Hitler. You see, the white man did that. Now, Hitler and the DDT, like, you know, if you're from Mexico, I don't know if they have them in South America, but in Mexico, in Guadalajara, they had this pump called DDT, which means you, like, you know, fumigate thing. You kill, you know, like insects. Little did I know that this is the same fumigation thing that they would spray on our people in the Braceros program. Yeah. And it started in 1917. They were practicing that on us first. So do you think I have a just a like just it's like nuance to me when this guy says, "Oh yeah, Hitler"? See, you dummy, you have no clue what you're saying. Which is why, family, if a foreigner's trying to tell you who you are according to the Bible and you believe it, then you're a dummy like them. All right, so here's what this guy's gonna say, and he's gonna share what he's got to say. I may just skip a couple of things, fam. Again, I don't agree with this guy. He doesn't believe in the New Testament, but he does say one thing that, you know, if you believe in the New Testament, you're a Christian, technically, and we are. Well, I'm not gonna deny it. Let's not kid ourselves. You believe in the Messiah. He's a Messiah. Is, you know, Christ. So he Christian, meaning you keep the faith, right, and the laws. Not like Christian paganism. I'm talking about you believe in the Messiah and you keep the laws of God. You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't believe in this. All right, let's go.
Similar to those Rishonim, those Israelites, these idiots, goyim, that they're not idiots because they're goyim, because there are many smart goyim, but they happen to be one of the idiots among the nations instead of the righteous among the nations. That these idiots have been making a bigger stink lately. I had a few people send me messages about them and say, "Oh, this is concerning anti-Semitism, Kanye West." He always had one of these Amaleks in the middle of the street wearing something that he bought from a costume store, and he's yelling and screaming the New Testament, but he's, you know, pretending as if he's reading the Ten Commandments from Mount Sinai, and he's reading it in English because none of them know Hebrew. And
I want to say something. None of us knew Hebrew, neither does he, because they don't speak Hebrew. Okay, Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, the original Hebrew, is not spoken. It's been thousands of years since it's been spoken. So again, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I'm not favoring nobody in this channel, man. You're gonna get it both ways. All right, they don't speak Hebrew either. Let's make that very clear. All right, let's go. Yeah, you remember Salome, that DDT was no joke, man. They were spraying that on our gente in the Braceros program, and they were using the initial chemicals in 1917. Our gente were crossing the border and that psh, 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 like dusting them with that stuff, man. They got to be real mindful of stuff they say. Not that I could give a damn of who Hitler killed, but our people died, man, through the same tactics.
you know, yelling at everybody that they're the righteous, they're the original Jews, they're the ones, and the Jews of today are fakers, and so on and so forth. Now, of course, at that time that I saw them initially, I didn't know anything about Judaism, so there's not much to argue. I just knew they were idiots because
just the way they behave. Today, Baruch Hashem, after Baruch Hashem, I've had enough time to learn enough that they're morons. Why are they morons? Because their entire premise of everything in regards to being an Israelite and the original Hebrews and they're black and all this racism, all of that can be crushed in literally just a few sentences. There's no need for a debate. I would never have a debate with one of these people because, again, they're violent people, both verbally and otherwise. And even more so, they're simply mental midgets because they don't even know what they don't know. First and foremost, your religion of Christianity, and it is your religion because you're reading the New Testament. Anyone that reads and follows the New Testament is a Christian.
You guys understand that, right? I hope you guys understand that. Let's not get that confused because I'm not disagreeing with him whatsoever. We're not pagan Christian likes, and remember the scriptures even show that they were called Christians. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's go.
God did not give the New Testament to Ami New Testament did not exist. Okay, so anyone that reads New Testament, you are a Christian.
All right. I hope you guys can understand. We agree. So we, in a sense, we are Christians because we believe in the Messiah. All right, let's go.
Rule number one. Number two, you are reading. Let's say you say, no. Let's say if I take a side and I don't read the Jesus part, the Matthew and the Luke and the Stephen and the Jones, whatever it is in there.
I'm gonna fast forward this because he's just gonna say something about Genesis. Hold on, let me see. I think it's right here. Oh yeah, no, he's comparing like, hey, well, if you read Genesis, it said it like this in Hebrew. No, he's not speaking Hebrew. Okay, you two, you're the same. So let's not also kid ourselves here, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Years after Amisel received the Torah, you're gonna come to my house, to my not in English. Your translation is a manipulation. Don't tell me.
So is Yiddish, family. So is Yiddish.
That you that came 1,500 years after Amisel received the Torah, you're gonna come to my house, to my religion, to my Torah, and tell me what it says when you don't.
Hey, by the way, fam, y'all should feel this way too. Do you guys understand this, right? You guys should feel this way as well. You're going to come to my continent, to my territory, to my domain, to our people. Tell us about our gente when we know now, historically, we were keeping the laws. We did know of the commandments. What? Family, you need to stay strong in the Lord and the power is might. Y'all are not made with fear. This is one thing that I at least appreciate from this dude, man. He's like, yo, don't come into my house trying to tell me what the hell. He may not be right, but y'all got to have the same spirit, man. Come on, man.
To my Torah and tell me what it says when you don't even know the language, for heaven's sake. So that's argument number two, the end. Now, of course, if you want to deal with the whole race card, this is what makes them stupid. The first two makes them ignorant. The third one is what makes them stupid, right?
This is when he gets into Abraham, all right, fam? And then I'm going to run through that quick.
They claim to be the original Jews because the original Jews, according to morons, were black. Now, all you need to do is read the Torah to know there could never be a possibility that the original Jews were black. Why? Where did the Jews start from? They're going to tell you all types of mumbo jumbles depending on who the yeller is. But the truth is, where did Am Yisrael start from? Abraham Avinu. So where do we learn about Abraham for the first time? Where? They're going to tell you, oh, we learn about him in Parashat Lech Lecha. No, it's not Lech Lecha, it's Lech Lecha, and it's not that. We learned the first time about Abraham at the end of Parashat Noach. Noach is tzaddik tamim bedorotav. Noach. That's the parasha. At the end of Parashat Noach, we learn about the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel.
Now, man, he's talking about the Talmud, okay? So let's not get it twisted. I don't believe in that, and neither should y'all, all right? So he's mentioning oral Torah, all right? But then he talks about Genesis. Let's go.
One of the people that was part of the Tower of Babel, one of the wicked
No, I'm sorry. Not orator. It's called oratora, but it's the Talmud. The Talmud. All right. Let's get that correct. He's talking about the Talmud at this point, because in the Talmud they actually explain Abraham's childhood and something about Babel Tower and Nimrod, and he put him in fire. He explains this, right? I read a little bit about it. So again, that's the Talmud stuff. That's not what we do. And it's funny that they criticize, us being in the New Testament, but yet they're all up in the Talmud. You can't make this stuff up, man. These people, like, I hate to say it, but these monkeys love to monkey around. Let's go.
Okay? Now, this is where everything was. But Babel had a place in it called Ur Kasdim. That's where Abraham was thrown into the fire by Nimrod. Where is Babel? That's Babylon. That's Iraq. Iraq. If you want.
That's Iraq, fam. All right. So then now let's see with a map real quick. Let's go to see Iraq map. See where Iraq is, fam? Iraq is right there. All right. Here's Iraq. Okay. So like the the Chaldees is over here. Okay. The Chaldees is like over here. All right. All this section here. Like Kuwait, Shiraz, Amara, Basra, Nasiriyah, like that, the Chaldees is like this section here. Okay. Just letting y'all know. Let's go.
Go find me one African American black guy in Iraq. Find one. You're not gonna find. I love black people. I have plenty of black students and black friends. But don't tell me that the color of your skin means that you're righteous or you're wicked, and even make it to seem that if I'm not the same color as you, therefore I'm not good. This is moronic.
And not only that, fam, let's stop playing games with these people, man. I'm gonna say it like that. Look, Mr. Black Man, if you really believe you're not Argentine, if you're listening to this channel in secret, if you really feel like you're superior than other races, then just say it. Don't use the Bible to say it. Oh, Deuteronomy 7:6 says we're superior than other people, so that's why I'm saying it. No, that's how you feel. You feel that you're superior than every single race of this world. That's why y'all say, oh, everybody's against black folks. I don't know why y'all think that. Black folks are against black folks too. Just like Hispanics are against so-called Hispanics all the time. Y'all think that every nation doesn't have wicked ASS people? Like, you think like, oh, well, I'm black, I'm good? No, man, come on, are you out of your mind? What he's saying is true. You're using the Bible to then say, I'm black, I have woolly hair, I'm righteous. You're not. You have yellow hair, you have white skin, you're a degenerate gene, and you're in sin. You guys, matter of fact, even the silly dove in the school I was with, right? He teaches, oh yeah, look, you got yellow hair and it's a plague. Well, guess what? His daughter has blonde hair. So what? Is she a plague? You can't make this stuff up, fam. You can't.
More so when your whole testament is literally something you can collapse in a matter of a few minutes because you don't even know your own history. You don't even know your own history. You're going to tell me they came from black people? Where did Abraham come from? He came from Iraq, eating madbucha, eating falafel, eating shawarma, not eating the food that you like. He's not eating hot wings. He's eating falafel, eating shawarma. This is where Abraham came from. And after that, Abraham, where does it say this? It says it in the Tower of Babel, but even more, it says it in the verses themselves, where it says, ויחי תרח 70 שנה ויולד את אברהם את נחור ואת הרן ולתולדות תרח, תרח הוליד את אברהם. English. When Terah, oh, this is, yeah. When Terah had lived 7 years, he begot Avram, Nachor, and Haran. Now these are the chronicles of Terah. Terah begot Avram, Nachor, and Haran. And Haran begot Lot. And Haran died in the
So here he's going through Genesis 11, all right?
lifetime of Terah, his father. In his native land, in Ur-Kasdim. Where's
Of the Chaldees.
Ur-Kasdim? Go look on Wikipedia. It's in Iraq.
That's why I was doing a class regarding Abraham and how he was technically walking, well, living among that area. Watch, let me let him continue, and then I'm going to show y'all real quick.
Former leader. That's where Iraq is. Now, if you want to know further, where they go after? ויקח תרח את אברהם בנו ואת לוט בן הרן בן בנו ואת שרי. כנען תרח took his son Avram and Lot, the son of Haran, his grandson, and his daughter-in-law Sarai. That ends up being Sarah later on. The wife of Avram, his son. They departed with them from Ur-Kasdim to go to the land of Canaan. They arrived in Haran.
He's in Genesis 11:31. It says, "And Terah took Abraham his son, and Lot Lot the son of Haran his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son's Abraham's wife, and they went forth from the the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan, and they came unto Haran and dwelt there."
Where is that?
Haran is not in Ethiopia; it's in Mesopotamia. Right, I'll show you. Give me a second. You see, this is. Give me a second, quick. This is Haran, and it's northern of Jerusalem. Okay, you see the the Chaldeans. So that's where they're at. They sojourn in this area here, passing the Euphrates. Haran is right there. Okay, so Haran is there, and then Mesopotamia is basically that area. Euphrates River, Tigris River. This is where the Levant comes from. So if you have migrated from the Levant, that's technically what it's suggesting that you are of the Israelites. And they all left this area here. Okay. Let's see if I have another example. So what he's reading is he's reading this here. All right. Shem. Then he goes down to the lineage. Terah, Nahor, Terah. Then Abraham, Nahor, and Haran. Haran had Lot. Lot had Moab and Ben-Ami, Moabites and Ammonites. And honestly, fam, I think these are the Chinese and Japanese. I have a couple books on each one saying that they know the heritage. I'll do a class on it. I'm not concerned with them right now. Then you got Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Israelites. Okay. So as you can see, this is the lineage. That's what he's talking about right now. All right. And again, Mesopotamia, you see Iraq, like even the people there right now to this very day. I mean, look what they look like. Let's go.
Yeah. Where is that? Jamaica? Where is that? Nigeria? Where is it? Turkey. Turkey. You know Turkey, Thanksgiving Turkey? There's a country called Turkey before there was Thanksgiving Turkey.
And Turkey is literally that area, Haran and up north. Okay. Let's go.
That's where Haran is. Go find me a black person that lives in Turkey. Was born there. And is from the time of Abraham Avinu. So, you see, Rabotai, those idiots, and I emphasize, idiots.
So he's done at this point, right? And as you can see, fam, I was not influenced by anybody to go into Abraham. You know what I ended up doing? I read the Bible. Look what it says. Isaiah chapter 51, verse 1. Literally, hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek the Lord. Look unto the rock, little r, whence ye are hewn, and to the hole of the pit whence ye are digged. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you. For I called him alone, and blessed him, and increased him. So if he's saying, look unto your father, and he blessed him alone, and guess who he's coming after? Us, to bless us alone. And it says, look unto Abraham. Well, you know damn well I'm going to look unto him. So now we're noticing regarding the history, right? He mentioned the Ur of the Chaldees, the Ur of the Chaldees. So let's go to Genesis 12 and 2, 12 and 1, so you guys can see it. And I'm going to go through this quick, fam, so you guys can just bear with me, all right? Now the Lord had said unto Abram, because he hasn't been necessarily called just yet to become Abraham, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindreds and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee. Okay? Remember, out of thy country, from thy kindred, from thy father's house. So they're coming out of that area, coming towards Jerusalem from the east towards the west. That's not Africa. They're not coming from Africa. They're coming from the east to the west. That's why Nehemiah 9:7 says this. Watch. Nehemiah 9:7 says, thou art the Lord thy God, who did it choose Abram and brought him forth out of the Ur of the Chaldees and gave him the name Abraham. Again, he's reminding us the Ur of the Chaldees, just like that guy was saying. Okay? Now let's go. Do I want to read this? Nah, let me skip this. Let's go to Genesis 24, at least so we can see what happened with Isaac, okay? Genesis 24, verse 1 says, and Abraham was old when he was stricken in age, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of the house that ruled over all he had, put, I pray thee, thy hand under thy thigh, and I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and the God of the earth, that thou should not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell. Okay? Watch what he says. But thou shalt go into my country, into my kindred, to take a wife unto my son. So there he's saying, I'm not an African. I'm not an African. Why? Because he's saying, my kindred, take him out of here. Go back to the Ur of the Chaldees. Where? Iraq. That area with those people. Or that region. I should say it like that. Not those people. Hold on, let me move this, fam. I think there's noise behind me. Okay? So it says, thou shalt not take a wife unto the sons of the daughters of the Canaanites. Goes back to Nehemiah 9:7. Brought Abraham out of the Ur of the Chaldees. You see how it goes back? We go back to that region. And the same thing happened with Rebekah. Same thing happened. Verse 15, watch. It says, and it came to pass before he had spoken that, behold, Rebekah came out and was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother, with her pitcher upon her shoulders. Yeah, cousin's married, fam. You know that's not uncommon. Okay? So here we see now that he's meeting Rebekah. Okay? Now let's go to Genesis. No, I don't want to read all of that because I think we understand. You guys can read Genesis 27. Genesis 27:46 mentions how Rebekah. Let's just read it real quick, just to give you guys a reference, okay? Because I'm trying to show y'all something. Genesis 27:46, it says, and Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughter of Heth. If Jacob take a wife of the daughter of Heth, such as these, which are the daughters of the land, what good shall my life be? What good shall my life do me? Sorry. So here Rebekah is telling Isaac he don't want Jacob to marry who? Canaanite women. Again, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. Now I'm going to show you this right here. Genesis 2:28 says, arise. Watch this. It says, and Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him, thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Again, Arise and go to Paddam Aram, to the house of Bethuel, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence of the daughters of Laban, thy mother's brother. So they're kindreds. Where? Out of the Ur of the Chaldees, or at in Paddam Aram. Paddam means land or region. Aram is Aramea. So the land of the Aramaics, y'all can look it up. Go to a Bible Hub, H6307. It says plateau field region. I'm not going to show you. I'm just going quick. And if you go to H758 on the concordance, it's Aram, and it explains to you what it is. Okay? So keep that in mind. Aram, H758, it's Aramaean or Aramaic. Keep that in mind, fam. Watch this real quick. I'm going to show you something. You see, when you look at this map, they start here. They go here, but every time to marry, they come back. They don't go to Africa. No, they come back. Again, Paddam, you see that? Aram, the land of Aramea, the land of Aramaics, or the language, or the Aramaic language, that's where it came from. And Paddam Aram is where? In Iraq. What a coincidence. Now we know that Nahor worshipped other gods. Okay? We know that because even Joshua 24 says it. Watch. Again, I'm going quick, fam. I've done this before, you guys. I have other classes, but I'm just trying to prove a point here. What that dude was saying. Should I go there? Yeah, I'll go there. Why not? Joshua 9:24 2. It says, and Joshua said unto all the people, Joshua 24:2. Thus say the Lord God of Israel, your fathers dwelt on the other side of the flood in old time, even Terah, the father of Abraham, the father of Nachor, and they served other gods. And I took your father Abraham from the other side of the flood and led him throughout all the land of Canaan and multiplied his seed and gave him Isaac. But never did they marry daughters of Canaan. Isaac, Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, that lineage was not of any African. It was all through family or kindreds of the Urs of Chaldees, meaning that people in that region were the ones mixing within themselves. That's what that means. That's why when you read Judith 5, and it starts making sense. Judith 5:6 says, these people are descendants of Chaldeans. Now, Judith 5 is basically another nation that is kind of giving a report about us, all right? That's what you're going to find in this Judith 5. Verse 6 says, these people are descendants of the Chaldeans, and they sojourn therefore in Mesopotamia. Let me read this again. And they sojourn heretofore in Mesopotamia, because they would not follow the God of their fathers, meaning they live in Mesopotamia now, but before they lived there, they lived where? Which were in the land of the Chaldee. That's what it's actually saying. It's kind of like, it's like a reverse. How can I put it? It's like a negative, positive type of deal, man. I don't know how to explain it. And they sojourn heretofore in Mesopotamia. So they sojourn here before, or they sojourn here in Mesopotamia prior to they were living in the Chaldee, something like that. For they left the way of their ancestors and worshiped the God of heaven, the God whom they knew. So they knew of the Most High, meaning they were Israelites from the get-go. He didn't pick some random people. He always knew from the beginning. So they cast them out from the face of their gods, and they fled into Mesopotamia and sojourned there many days. And again, we go back to the whole picture. Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is right there. Not Africa. This is not Africa, fam. Let me show you something real quick. Excuse me real quick. See, this is the Levant. Apparently, this is like the people all around. This is kind of rough, what it is. It could be stretching out more, like Assyria, all the way to the corner. But just I found several. It's just me, I just picked this one. But I think it's more like towards this side. This is the Levant. Okay. You talk about Turkey and all that. That's what he's talking about. This is not Africa, fam. Now, African people, black folks, are always they're gonna want to say that. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Let me show you something real quick. If you look at this area, the Ur of the Chaldees, I looked it up. It like this. You got Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, portions of India. Let's see. The vast space. I showed you guys this book before. I'll show it to you again. Who is Abraham? I'm going to read page 87. Reads Dr. Hyde. Dr. Hyde, after allowing that the religion of the Persians was originally the same with that of Abraham, that it fell into Sabiism, says he thinks that it was reformed by him. Let me minimize this a little bit. I can't read it like that. He adds that the ancient accounts call it the religion of Ibrahim or Abraham. The idea of the reformation by Abraham seems to be without any proof. However, we may safely admit that it consisted in the worship of one true God or of the Son. Of course, that's not true. All right. Now it says here on the bottom, whether he were Abraham or Zoroaster, as that of the Jews was from the worship of Apis and Caleb. Then he gets into a bunch of other stuff, right? So this guy's trying to determine who Abraham is. He's like, who is this Abraham? Watch page 85. Where are you at? Oh, it's over here. Watch this. Give me a second. Oh, the Persians also claim Ibrahim, example Abraham, for their founder, as well as the Jews. Okay. Now, why am I reading this? I'm gonna read this. I'm reading this because as I showed y'all, hold on, let me see. What is it at? Let's see, where you at? Where you at? I'm gonna show you guys this one. This one, no, that's not it. My bad, fam. I'm trying to look for this map. Here goes. The reason I read that is because the Persians ruled all of this area. See, fam? And if they believe that their origin came from Abraham or they were relatives of Abraham, is why you see the name Joktan here. And you see Arphaxad. And you see Elam, Persia. All of these things matter, fam. And when you look at the way that our people move, and we migrate often, we migrate back and forth. Like I would go back to Guadalajara every now and then, you know what I mean? Like in the summer. I always wanted to go back. If I had the chance, I probably would have, but I had kids here and I just didn't. But we do this often. We migrate back and forth. As you can see, he goes to Haram, Mesopotamia, but then he goes back to this Chaldean and he marries women of his kindred. So now we're talking about one nation, like one particular family. What about the rest of the Hebrews? Don't you think that they were freely migrating around this section, especially after they were free in some times? Now I'm going back and forth in history. But if you think about Abraham and how there was a lot of idolatry going on around this time here, what other things did we pick up as time went on? What I'm trying to suggest, fam, is that we resemble more these people, and Abraham does, than Africans. And that's what this guy's saying. That's basically what he's saying. And in that other page 87, it was saying that no doubt that Persians and Syrians have the same religion, same source from Abraham. Now check this out. I'm gonna show y'all something. The guy was talking about. Nah, I don't want to show that. Let's move on. Now I'm gonna show you what we got. Let's see. Is it right here? Give me a second, fam. Watch this. Área de los Girajara y los Ayaman. All right. Look at that. Ayaman. Girajara and Ayaman. This is a tribe. Okay? De Venezuela, fam. Ayaman language. Ayaman was a Girajaran language once spoken in Venezuela. Ayaman language has not been spoken since early 1900s. There are still people in Ayaman ancestry in Venezuela today, but the Ayaman Indians were displaced and resettled in missions together with indigenous people from other tribes. Where they lost their language and assimilated. For this reason, there's no Ayaman tribe today, and little traditional Ayaman culture is still practiced. Wonder why, fam? I wonder why. But we see Ayaman here in this map. In where? In Iraq? In that region? Yeah. Arabia. Look, Persicus, Sinos, Shilam, Balan, or Batan. Halk. What is that? Halkes? Semil, Kalara, Baba, Zoar, Mascate, Cariba, Masa, or Mafa, because sometimes the S is the F. Matraca, Curimuria. You see these names. Kangan, Kalamate, Sharma. Fam, it's Abroyo or Abrolho. Falas. Fam, it's too many coincidences. Ayaman. It's just crazy. And it says Afriki over here. See? It separates us. Let me see this one here. Oh, it's the same one. I am on words. Take part of American Indian words, fundraisers. I am on language, the language of the Andes. Watch this. I showed y'all this before. The Raramuri. These guys look. Oh, wait, I have it over here. Let me see if it's in here. Okay, give me a second. This is from, I just found this website, View Zone. Here, I'll put it on the link. And again, I know that some people say I'll come out and read the sources. Well, because I make myself available. You guys can reach out and get them. I don't hide them. Where is it at? Phoenicians and Jews, Kabiri. This is an interesting topic. Eber. But the Hindus call them the Avasmin brothers and Nayatsi twins. The southern western Indian tribes call them the war twins. It's just a topic that they're talking about the Phoenicians and the Jews. All right. So again, all I'm showing, fam, is the similarity in us and in that region. It's too similar. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Not on this page, because I'm looking for something else. Give me a second. Okay, let me not forget. Here. Give me a second. Let's see if it's this one. Yaksha is the third Mayan ceremony in Guatemala. Hey, check this out. Yaksha is the third largest Mayan ceremonial city in Guatemala. The other two are named Tikal and El Mirador. The name Yaksha is uncanny. In Sanskrit, the word Yaksha means demigod or spirit. Or Yaksha, something like that. Let me see. I'm looking for it here. Oh, I think it's this one. Here, I'm gonna give you guys this site. Y'all can look through it if you want. I'm looking for something here in particular. That's not it. Let's see, maybe it's this one. Nope. There's a page that I have where the Spaniards are identifying our gente, and they have a particular title for them. Let me see. Maybe it's. Nah, I'm not gonna be able to find it, fam. My apologies. I thought I had it sooner. Here, I'll show you this. Watch this. Guate in Guatemala is the only way the Mayans could pronounce Kubare. I don't know why. Male was one of the 7 islands of Antadira Diwap of God Vishnu. Antara means distant. He's trying to explain again. Is this can you like use this and go by and say, yeah, you see what I'm saying? We Hebrews, no, don't do that, fam. This is not don't base it off one link. That's why I use many links, many examples. There is a book I got about the Kabiri. And as you see, these Semitic looking figureheads are found in Mexico and are usually attributed to the Olmec culture that predated the Aztecs. Note their beards absent in natives of the land and the floppy hat, which is typical of Phoenician sailors. Our gente had beards, fam. I know a brother that's putting pictures up and it's showing that our people had beards. So it's again, it depends on how you slice it. But there's some information in here that obviously it's intriguing and makes you want to continue to search. The idea is to search. The more you search, the closer you get. Don't be afraid of that. Let's see. I'm looking for one particular thing. If not, I'm gonna move on, man. Shoot. I don't like it. Anyways, I'll move on from this. All right, let's see. So I showed you guys this, or watch this. So I mentioned this the other day. The Korah people. All right. These are the Korah people. Okay. The Korah people. They are indigenous ethnic group of northwestern Mexico who lived in the municipality of El Nayar. El Nayar, which is a Mexcatil Durango in the Mexican state of Nayarit. Okay. And a few settlements in the neighboring state of Jalisco, which is where I'm from. They call themselves Naayarites. Naayarites. All right. Naayarites. What an interesting thing. Now watch this. Nayar. Also spelled Nayar. Hindu caste of the Indian state of Kerala. Before the British conquest of 1792. Watch this real quick. Nayar of Indian culture. The Indian state of Kerala has a number of caste groups, and Nayar are considered to be one of the most important groups of this state. A caste group, meaning a tribe. We got too many similarities in that region, fam. Too many similarities to be ignored. And it just comes to show you who the real Hebrews are. Nayhati, like Nayari, means something in Buddhism, Pali. And that's in what? Kind of like Asia, India. Nayati or Nayhati. Too close to resemblance, fam. Watch this real quick. Maya Sura. It says the Hindu scripture of Maya. Maya Sura was a great ancient kingdom of Asura. Okay. Then we have the Mahayana, which is a branch of Judaism. And then you have here Maya is the architect of Asuras. He is mentioned in many places as having constructed cities of great beauty and splendor for the Asuras. He was considered, I guess, like a god. Then now we go back to Maya civilization. The Maya are an Indian people of Mexico. We have the Indios Voladores. They have the same custom in India. Chichen Itzi. Itzi is in. Oh man, I don't have the map. Maybe it's in there. No, it's not in there. Let me see if I can show you guys this real quick, and then I'm almost done. I'll make it the end of the class. Segura. Pyramids. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Why did I see this one? Chilam Balam Itzi. I thought I saw it in here. No, it's not it. My apologies, fam. All right. Anyways, let's go back to the scriptures. Okay. Let me finish this off. Ephesians 6:10. I was trying to find something for y'all. I can't find it. All right. So let me just finish the class. Ephesians 6:10. It reads, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Remember that, fam. But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day. And having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, meaning feed your mind with the scriptures, in order to what? To stand with truth. Having, on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Fam, I'm going to tell you this right now, man. We have history behind us. We have scripture behind us. We have understanding behind us. It's clear, like, we literally have no reason to be discouraged. And I know that some of y'all don't, but we do have some families that are still kind of iffy. They're still in those rooms. And again, if we can go back to Deuteronomy 28 all day, every day, and we clearly see that the curses don't apply to them. Not all of them. And you have to apply them all, technically. And as I mentioned before, our family customs, our food, our diet, the names of our cities, the way we handle ourselves, and obviously the curses that we still live through. Listen, family, y'all need to realize you got the lock and the key now, man. You guys are the real Hebrews of the Bible. Don't ever look back anymore. You're not a so-called Hispanic or native Indian. Never again do you ever have to ask yourself that crap again. How come, black people say we got to look like them? BS. Now, the question is, how come they don't look like us? That's the real question of the day. So I want to say it like this.
Estimado Dalai Lama, haga usted el favor de irse mucho a la chingada. No, usted no.
Because that's really the truth, fam. They've been lying to us too long, and it's time that we stand up for truth and for our people and for our heritage, right? Yeah, man. Ain't no worries, estudiante. Watch out tomorrow. Most high, man. Yeah, for sure, bro. Most high willing. And that's all I got for you, family. Love y'all very much, man. I'm gonna call it a night too, because I am tired. And Lord willing, tomorrow we'll be able to bless ourselves with another class. I'm like, man, no, it's not tomorrow. Ain't gonna happen. Oh, man. Maybe the following day. All right. Well, other than that, I do have something for you. Okay, just give me a second. Hold up. All right, fam. So I'm gonna play this song for y'all, and I like the message because it's kind of like what he says, like you don't forgive a lie, man. And there's too much going on right now. And I played this when I first, started playing music. But I really like the message of this brother right here. All right, y'all take care. Shalom, family. Love y'all very much, man. Lord willing. And Solomon, I apologize, brother. I did say I was gonna call you, man, and I didn't. Okay, so if you're still listening, bro, I'll give you a call tomorrow. Okay. All right, sir.
Broken microphone, music global sound, a remote soul. With my head on, living in Zion, but Babylon. Broken microphone, music global sound, a remote soul. With my head on, living in Zion, Babylon. Por soñar soñé que todo cambiaría, por pensar pensé, luchar a sangre fría sin perder la fe, viviendo el día a día, más con sentimiento que más con mi sinfonía, darle pan al que no puede comer, darle bendición al que no va a renacer. 3000 errores podemos cometer, pero solo un gran hombre lo sabrá reconocer. Y me di cuenta, de tantas cosas, algunas crudas, otras bastante hermosas, solo más sabios, personas poderosas, no aquellos bastardos que destrozan nuestras flotas, en la perdición, mala situación, de manchar tu corazón por tu mala acción. Dame una razón para darte mi perdón, siento que tu alma se consume como el humo de este blon. Derramo poesía, arte mensajero que reclamo cada día, pretendo ser sincero, más comparto mi alegría, con todo caballero que mantenga la presión cuando andamos bajo cero. Sentimientos perdidos con calma, malos actos mancharon tu alma. No pide perdón quien dispara el arma, no sabe que un ladrón se bate con el karma. Broken microphone, mystic love that sound, the dream was on. Drill my head alone, living in Zion, not Babylon.